Hey friends, Happy New Year! Today I'm going to be sharing my project pan intro for 2023. So this year I'm doing my project pan just a little bit differently than I have in previous years. I'm going to be doing a quarterly refresh. So these 10 products that I've chosen to work on are going to be my focus items for the next 3 months. And then at the end of March, I'm going to give myself about a week or two off from panning to just kind of explore my collection, and then I will pick a new set of products. Some things will definitely roll over from the previous quarter, but I just want to give myself that refresh so that I don't get bored throughout the year, and so I make sure that the products I'm panning are ones that I really want to pan. Really just trying to give myself as much freedom as possible because I think that's what keeps project panning fun. I'm going to be doing monthly updates as always, so you can expect to see my project pan updates the beginning or like the first week of each month. But I'm really excited to share with you the 10 products that I've chosen to start working on for this first quarter of the year. Most of these products I do want to finish this year, but 2 of them I just have the goal of hitting pan. So let me go ahead and get started with, let me start with one that I am rolling over from my 2022 project pan. It's the Kosas Cloud Set Powder, and would you believe I was hoping to hit pan on this by my 2022 project pan finale. I didn't hit pan on it by the time I filmed my finale, but the very next time I used this, I hit pan, which is just my luck. That's actually happened to me so many times in all my years of panning, but I do now have a pretty sizable pan in this. And a few of you told me the pan on this one is kind of weird. Like at first you think you just have like hard pan in the middle, but I think I'm not sure if it's a metal pan or maybe it's ceramic because it says a baked product. I'm not sure, but you can sort of see like a ring there in the middle. So I have most definitely hit pan. The pan is not as deep as I was expecting it to be. So I'm really curious to see how much longer it's going to take me to finish this. I feel like once I hit pan, it's been going pretty fast, like the pan has been expanding with each use. And I've decided I'm only going to use this powder to set my face, but not my under eyes, because I figured out I actually don't like this that much on my under eyes. I feel like it makes them look kind of dry. I actually prefer my e.l.f. Halo Glow loose powder for my under eyes, so I'm just going to use that for the under eyes and this all over the face. But I think since I'm using it all over the face, it should still go pretty quickly. I had been using it for both my under eyes and my face up until just the last few weeks or so, but really excited to finally have pan in this, and I'm just excited to see how the progress goes. Really the goal with this is just to use it up by like May or June of this year, because that's when it hits the 18-month shelf life. But really with the progress I'm making at this rate, I think I should probably be able to finish it even before then. So speaking of Kosas, I've also decided to start working on my Kosas Revealer Concealer. This one, just like the powder, I'm hoping to use up before it goes bad. A lot of you have warned me that yours went bad very quickly, or like right when it got to like the 6-month mark that's when it started to turn. I've had mine for a year now and it's still going strong, but I really just want to start working on it now. I'm pretty sure I have more than half of this left. Unfortunately, I don't think this is something that settles when you like leave it standing upright, so I don't know if we're going to be able to really easily track my progress on this one. But hopefully we will start to see some visible progress and like some windowing in there. I think this is probably going to be a bit of a long haul product. I definitely think I should be able to finish this by the end of the year. If not, probably, I'm thinking probably around the halfway point of the year is when I'd be able to have this finished, but I really have no idea. Like, it's very hard to say for sure. So let me know how long you think it's going to take me to finish this, especially if you yourself have panned this concealer. Just so that I can know what to expect, because I feel like it's a little bit daunting, especially because I have so much of it left, but I do want to start making some progress on that. I've also decided to start working on my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. I have just the mini size, so I don't think this should be too hard to use up. I would, if I had to guess, I think I have about half of this left, and when I dip the applicator in, actually I may have less than half, because when I pull the applicator out, I really only have product on the very end, so it may actually be time to remove the stopper on this soon. I'm actually surprised, but I mean, it still looks very full, so I feel like there's quite a bit left, but maybe if I store it upside down, I can get more of it on the applicator, because I really don't like to take the stopper out until it's like really, really close to being done. I had said in my plan to pan video, which I can link below, I had this as more of like a lower priority product, as opposed to like these 2 Kosas products were a higher priority. But I do think it would be realistic to have this finished by the end of the year, especially because it is a mini, and I've actually been really enjoying this. Today I used this with my foundation. The way that I like to use it is before I go into my foundation, I'll just take some of this to any part of my face where I want a little bit of extra glow. So I put some on the high points of my face, a little bit like on my chin and my forehead. And then before I blend that out, I started applying my foundation. And I really did feel like those areas had a noticeable glow to them. So it's kind of like, I don't directly mix it in with my foundation. I sort of just target it on any part of my face that I want to look a little bit more luminous. And it actually works quite well that way. So this product is growing on me. I still don't think it's really like worth the price or worth the hype, but I think it's a nice product. And I especially think because we're still in the middle of winter, my skin can use, you know, the extra luminosity that this gives this time of year. So I'm excited to start working on that. I actually chose 3 cheek products to start working on, 1 for each step. So I have a contour, a blush, and a highlighter that I'm going to be focusing on. Maybe I'm just overly ambitious because it's the start of the year, and you know, the beginning of January, that's when we're all feeling like our best selves, you know. Maybe I have way too much confidence in myself right now, but I figured we would just start with these, and if I end up getting tired of any of these or just not really feeling it, I will just remove it from the project, no problem. But first up, I want to start working on my Oma Beauty contour stick, and this is a dual-ended product. I am really only going to be focusing on the contour. I'll probably still use the cream highlighter, but the contour is really my favorite part of this product. And I've had this since 2020, so that was 3 years ago now, which is hard to believe. But my goal with this, as I also said in my plan to pan, would be to just use up half of what's left. So I marked on my sheet of paper where we are now and where that goal spot would be. So that's really the spot that I would want to hit, and then if I do get further, or if I want to just keep going and use it all the way up. But I just didn't want to pressure myself to use up this entire thing this year, although I think I could. I think I could do it, because it's really not that much. But I just wanted to start with a nice, attainable goal. I think this should be an easy, like, daily use product, or, you know, most days I'll probably reach for this, and we'll see how it goes. It's a pretty soft, creamy product. Normally I just draw this directly onto my face. I've actually noticed though, I think because this product is getting older, I think it's become a little bit more stiff. I might actually start applying it with a brush, or I might try that and see if I get an easier blend with it that way. Because I do remember this used to blend, like practically blend itself. Now I have to work a little bit harder, so I might try with a brush. But also if I do pick it up straight from the stick with a brush, I'm pretty sure that would allow me to see faster progress. That's usually the case. But excited to start working on that. And then I also decided to go ahead and start working on my Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush. This was another one of my lower priority items, but the goal would just be to hit pan on this. I already have, you can see I have a little bit of a dip in there. Not a huge one, but I would just like to hit pan on this at some point this year. I think that would be a good goal. Currently, I don't have any pans in any of my blushes, so I would like to at least have one blush pan by the end of this year, and I think this would be a good one to work on just because it's my favorite. It's a great everyday color, goes with just about everything, and it's just, I love this blush. So I'm excited to start working on that. The highlighter that I've chosen is probably no surprise. This is also a rollover from my 2022 project pan, but this is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, the mini version. You can see even since my finale, I've actually expanded the pan on this. This is going pretty fast at this point. This has been repressed a while ago. Today I used it on my cheekbones and as an inner corner highlighter, and I think using it for both of those purposes really does help me see some really steady progress. So this is quite old, and I definitely want 2023 to be the year that I finally finish this up, and I don't think that should be too hard. I'm excited to just continue working on this and hopefully start seeing faster progress. At first, when I put this back into my project last year, the progress was really, really slow, but once I started expanding that pan, it's been expanding more and more rapidly, I feel like every update. So I think that this should probably be finished probably by the end of this quarter is what I would hope. I think that would be a good goal. Definitely would be a bit of a challenge, but I think I can do it. Another one of my goals this year is to hit more pans in my eyeshadows. I have a lot of eyeshadows and not a whole lot of pans. I think my pan percentage, I did calculate it recently, it's around 6%. And I don't have like necessarily a set goal for what percent I want to be at, but I would like to see that go up maybe up to like 8% or something. I think that would be doable. So instead of doing like a separate eyeshadow project or a separate pan that palette, I've just decided to have in my rolling project pan at least one eyeshadow or palette that I'm working on at any given time. And I've decided to start with the eyeshadows that I'm already pretty close to hitting pan on, that I already have a big dip on. So I ended up choosing one of my single shadows actually. I don't have any pans in my single eyeshadows, so I figured this would be a nice way to finally at least have pan in one of those. So this is single shadow from Natasha Denona. I think the shade name is Silk. This I actually was working on last year and I made a pretty big dip in it, so I don't think it will take much longer to hit pan. I really don't. Like, the dip in this is pretty massive. So, and this is quite a small pan. I'm thinking, I mean, I hope this isn't too ambitious of me, but I'm thinking that by my February update, a month from now, I will have pan in this. That's what I'm hoping. I am wearing this today. It's a beautiful color, really nice, like foiled, kind of creamy feeling shadow, even though it is a powder. But I honestly think 5 more uses in this should get me to the pan. So wish me luck. But once I hit pan on this, I'll then roll another eyeshadow in. So my last 3 products are all lip products, and they all go really well together. I'm actually wearing all 3 on my lips today. This year I have quite a few lip products that I'm hoping to finish, especially ones that either are older, that I'm already pretty close to using up. A couple of these have already made appearances in past project pans. So first we have my Urban Decay lip pencil in the shade Manic. As you can see, this is already looking like a pretty short pencil. I've already sharpened it down well into the logo here. So it's been a while since I've had a lip liner in my project pan, but I'm excited to start working on this. I might even try wearing this as a blush. I don't think I've ever tried that, but I would probably just like draw it on the back of my hand and pick it up with a brush. I think it would work nicely for that, but I want this to be finished. I'm kind of tired of having it, even though I like it. It's just like, why do I still have this? This has been in my collection for so long. So I would like to have this finished, honestly, by the middle of the year, I think would be the ideal time frame there. Then another one, this has also been in a past project pan. This is the CoverGirl lipstick in Honeyed Bloom. I have this today like mainly in the center of my lips, and then I topped it with the gloss I'm going to talk about. But this is all I have left. So I was saying I want this to be one of the first products that I use up this year, like one of the first makeup products, because, I mean, why do I even have this still sitting around? I know it looks like kind of a lot, but this is a really, really soft, creamy formula, and you can tell because it's also like leaning back. But I love this lipstick. It's a really beautiful, light pink nude. I also love this color on the cheeks as a cream blush, so that's another way that I'll probably multitask it. And I'm thinking, kind of along the same lines as the Becca highlighter, I'm thinking that this should be finished by the end of Q1. I definitely think that's doable. I'm not sure, I'm undecided at this point if I'm going to dig everything out of there once I get to the end. I probably will because I just really enjoy doing that, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling when we get there. So then the lip gloss that I've chosen is another nude pink. I think, you know, definitely a good idea if you're picking multiple lip products, choose ones that go together well. This is the Nude by Nature gloss in Tea Rose. I think this is my oldest gloss. I don't always pick products solely because they're my oldest products, but with lip glosses, I do tend to work like from oldest to newest. That's usually the order that I pick them in. I wear nude pink glosses more often than any other color, I think, so I think this should be pretty easy. With glosses, I also like to keep them out on my desk to just reapply throughout the day while I'm editing or, you know, doing literally anything. I'll just kind of, if I feel like my lips are kind of dry, I'll just throw on some gloss. The nice thing about glosses is that they also are usually pretty nourishing to the lips, so I kind of treat it as my daytime lip balm as well. So yeah, 3 lip products that I'm working on. Actually, I kind of had 3 of everything almost. 3 cheek products, 3 lip products, 3 complexion products. So there we have it. That's my project pan intro for 2023. Really excited for another year of panning, using things up. So I hope that you're having a great start to your year. Let me know if you're also doing a project pan this year, and if so, what products have you chosen? How are you structuring your project? I always like to hear about that in the comments below. If you would like to support my channel, you can check out the YouTube membership or the Patreon, where I post a bonus video every month, and I also give early access to my project pan updates. So I would love to see you there as well. But otherwise, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye.